special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports with Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Altman. Here we go. And so here are the Wildcats. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Isaac, also Williams out there, and it's Roach in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Williams, that's for 2. Basket counts. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And just willing to take chances defensively pays off in a transition basket.
That is quick defense to offense. These guys such terrific athletes. You can't let your guard down.
Pass to Haskell. Taken away by Williams. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Williams has got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Down low. Here's Hooper. It's hauled in by Capono. The Wildcats have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Williams, and Williams with the stuff.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. And the shot is good. 10 points for him.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Give yourself a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Cheeks against Williams. Williams with the steal. A finish, and Williams slams it in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Wildcats lead by 12. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wildcats.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
So on the floor for the Wildcats. Williams is out there with Isaac, and it's Roach in at the 3 spot.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Here's Williams, and then Williams slams it in.
Defensive
Yeah,
foul.
they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
First
And one of the
team
things
foul.
that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. It'll count. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
And how about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break. Finish that half on a big-time roll.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run the transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Tyronn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight, a bit wild and a big deficit now.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some wacky shots out there. Looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. And now here's something that's always interesting. Let's see what the fans are up to on social media. Oakland Zoe wants to know, what's your favorite snack?
I can guarantee you on this one, Ernie. Shaq does not do snacks. He does meals.
Well, I must correct you, my good friend Kenneth. I do shack-size snacks. I live by my own rules.
Why wouldn't you correct me? You always call me Kenneth. But those are Shaq-size snacks. They're a giant 5-course meal for most normal people.
That's what you say.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
They've got Hazard. Lewis is out there with Randall. And it's Hooper in at the point guard position. And for the Wildcats, we've got Williams. And it's Capono in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Lewis. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Here's Hooper. The layup off target. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Knocked loose, and it ends up out of bounds. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
Here's Randall, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. The Wildcats have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Pass to Randall. It's hauled in by Capono. The Wildcats have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Williams up on top, defended by Hazard. Here's Hooper, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. And let's take a listen now to Coach.
Keep attacking, all right? Attack, come on, be aggressive.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Hazard is out there with Lewis. Then it's Randall. And it's Hooper in at the point guard.
For the Wildcats.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wildcats.
They've been running away from the defense all game. I mean, loads of points here off the fast break, and the opposition just hasn't been able to adjust to that aggressive play style.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it.
Oh!
Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Lewis on the way. Pass to Randall. No good again that time. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Wildcats. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
For the three, and it falls.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
So we see the Wildcats get the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now it's time for our Player of the Game.